Sacramento, California, we are getting set for the Division II Girls Basketball Sac Joaquin Section Championship game as the Laguna Creek Cardinals take on the Antelope Titans. Paul Meising's here. Glad you could join us. Our fifth game of the day here on the NFHS Network. One more still to come afterwards, and then, of course, 6 more tomorrow. But first, what should be a very good Division II Girls Basketball Championship game. The Cardinals, 24-2. They are the number 2 seed as they defeated the number 3 seed Del Oro 50-45 in the semifinal. Meanwhile, the number 4 seed Antelope 23-5. They knocked off the top seed Vista Del Lago 61-56 in the semifinal. So the 2 versus the 4. Cardinals led by head coach Cody Norman. And Antelope led by head coach Sean Chambers. And we will listen in as the teams are introduced, the non-starters and the starting lineup, as we're getting ready to get going here from the Golden One Center.
Now introducing today's game's participants, we're going to start by introducing the supporting players for Antelope High School and the reserve lineup. Number 1, Isabella Azulino. Number 2, Elodie Wu. Number 3, Gianna Darte. Number 45, Soraya Jones. Number 11, Tiana Spain. Number 40, Angelina Thomas. Number 22, Jasmine Hearn. And number 24, Danya Fadil. Now let's meet the supporting players for the Laguna Creek Cardinals. Number 1, Bella Boyer. Number 4, and co-captain Alicia Enriquez. Number 5, Alexandra Tan. Number 10, Honey Nadal. Number 12, Layla Barron. Number 13, Akira Coleman. Number 20, Caitlin Powell. Number 21, Jasmine Howard. Number 23, Eva Taylor. And Trinity Mosby. All right, folks, now we're going to meet the starters. We'll alternate team by team. First, for the Antelope Titans, please welcome one of the co-captains at guard, a 5'5" senior, number 5, Jules Chavez. For the Laguna Creek Cardinals, at guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 0, Jacayla Gilmer. For the Antelope Titans, please welcome a guard at 5'11" sophomore, number 12, Michelle Rice. For the Laguna Creek Cardinals, at guard, a 5'10" senior, a co-captain, number 2, Ray Young. For the Antelope Titans, a co-captain at forward, a 6'2" junior, number 14, Mary Carter. For the Laguna Creek Cardinals, a co-captain at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Zoe Chillery. For the Antelope Titans, at guard, a 5'8" junior, she's a co-captain, number 20, Heidi Babcock. For the Laguna Creek Cardinals, at guard, a 5'6" senior, number 11, Bailey Fogg. And for the Antelope Titans, at forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 33, Samaya Diller. For the Laguna Creek Cardinals, at guard, a 5'9" junior, number 14, Olivier McMurray. Congratulations to all these student athletes.
So there you are. You saw the starters being introduced. And the head coach is shaking hands, Cody Norman and Sean Chambers, as we're getting ready to get going here. A lot of red-clad fans since both teams in the red. Although Laguna Creek as the higher seed, we're in the home white. Off to our left. Ton of support on both sides. Cheerleaders, we got, looks like mascots on both sides. Flags waving, got the band for Laguna Creek, which did a great job playing our national anthem earlier. And so we're getting ready to get going here. Our final girls championship game of the day. Started off with the D6 girls game earlier this morning, a 20-point win by Valley Christian. And now, after the D4 girls game earlier, the D2 girls game to wrap up the girls portion of day one. Of course, the D2 boys to come at 8 o'clock after this one. Antelope in the red, Laguna Creek in the white. And the opening tip is controlled by the Titans. And patiently dribbling, still in the backcourt. Shot clock down to 10. The drive, the running right-handed floater is good. Ivy Babcock with the opening bucket. And very quickly the other way comes Laguna Creek. And the turnover there in that far corner. So Antelope certainly took their time on their first possession. Got the bucket from Babcock. Double team tried to be applied in the backcourt. Nice job by Antelope to break it. Near a turnover, and now a three from NBA range is good. Jules Chavez, 4-3, and she's fouled. So Chavez a chance for a 4-point play. We've seen teams struggle all day long shooting from distance, often trying to shoot NBA range threes, but there, Jules Chavez knocks down the three and misses the free throw, looking for that 4-point play. 5-0, Antelope. Running floater there, falls. Array Young, the bucket there for Laguna Creek. Young, their leading scorer on the season, averaging just over 22 points per game. And Array Young there draws the foul. And the turnover will give it back to Laguna Creek. 5-2 early going. Antelope leads Laguna Creek, 6:46 to go here in this first quarter. And Young and Tillery, the leading options on offense for the Cardinals. Into the corner. A good look for three. And we just mentioned Tillery, and she knocks down that three. A good look in that corner. So a nice start for both sides coming out. Both sides 2 for 2. Knocked down their first three, and it's 5-5. Not quite 2 minutes in. Long three here is a little short. But an offensive rebound and a second chance opportunity here for the Titans. And the travel. Nice job on defense there. I believe that was Young. And it forced the travel. And the turnover will give it to Laguna Creek. Fong with it up top, closely guarded outside the three-point arc. Will give it up. Ball kicked into the corner. Bounce pass stolen away by the Titans. Trying to drive baseline, nearly losing it, and she does. Double dribble. After a nice start, a couple turnovers both ways. 5-5. 5:30 to go in this opening quarter. The D2 Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. Tillery will hand it off. Good look for three, and that one, nothing but the bottom of the net for a Ray Young. To say, those are some of the best looking three-point shots I've seen all day. So Young with 5, Tillery with 3, the two combining for all 8 points so far for Laguna Creek. Nice drive, right-handed shot. A little strong, second chance opportunity here. That three a little short. Rebounded by Tillery. Wild shot there. Rebounded by the Titans. And now they'll back it out and set up the half-court offense here. Kick into the corner. And another three for Antelope. Jules Chavez. She's now knocked down 2 3-pointers. Pretty much both from that same spot on the floor. Laguna Creek tried to answer with a three. That one a little short. And one and done. Seen a lot of second chance opportunities in games all day long. And right now both sides have done a pretty nice job limiting the opponent to one shot. Also both sides coming out shooting the ball pretty well. Beautiful drive there, the left-handed finish. Samaya Dillard with her first bucket. 10-8. Antelope. As we near 3 minutes to go in this first quarter, this a long three from NBA range, a little long. And the battle for possession. Last touch by Young. Ball will stay with Antelope, and that'll allow some substitutions to be made on both sides for the first time.
Antelope Titans, number 22 for the first time. Jasmine Hearn, she's joined by number 3, Gianna D'Artez. For Laguna Creek,
Gianna D'Artez and
Enriquez checks in for the first time, along with number 12, Layla Barron.
that layup a little strong. Empty trip down the floor there. Antelope looked to try to quickly push the pace, and now trapped in a double team, and they're actually going to call a jump ball. And the possession arrow will give it to Laguna Creek. So the double team there along the sideline, kind of working as a third defender. And they're able to get the jump ball and the turnover with the possession arrow pointing the Cardinals' way. NBA range 3. Zoe Tillery from way behind the arc. So Ray Young and Zoe Tillery are putting on a great first quarter shooting performance as they have all 11. And last touch there, ball will stay with Antelope.
Back into the game for the Titans, number 33.
Both sides shooting 50% from three here in the early going. Laguna Creek 4 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 6 from long range. Antelope 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 4 from long range. Easily the best three-point shooting we've seen, especially early on, from both sides in one game. 3 there, a little strong. Rebounded by Gilmer. Quickly the other way. Electing not to shoot the three. Drives and now kick to the right wing. And there's another three-pointer. Jakea Gilmer. Her first bucket of the night. So 4 3-pointers in this first quarter already for Laguna Creek. Quickly the other way. There's a turnover. Cardinals looking to push it the other way. And the layup, good. Timeout, Antelope, as Enriquez went coast to coast with the rebound for the bucket. And a timeout, 1:09 to go here in the first quarter. It's Laguna Creek 18, Antelope 10. You're watching the Division II Girls Basketball Championship on the NFHS Network. The 30-second timeout called there by Antelope as Laguna Creek on a little bit of a run. And now the turnover. And what an acrobatic finish there. Zoe Tillery, her first 2-point field goal. She now has 8 to lead the way for Laguna Creek. Corner 3, and there's a big answer. Actually a 2. They'll say her foot was on the line. Michelle Rice with her first bucket, and a nice one for momentum as it cuts the lead down to 18-12. As Laguna Creek done about a 6-7-0 run before that Rice bucket. Nice drive, kicked into the corner, shot clock down to 7. 3-pointer from the left wing, gets the friendly roll. Went off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and then found its way in. And now I think they're going to call 5 seconds on the inbound.
5-second violation puts it back into the hands of Laguna Creek.
That inbound over the head of the 2 players, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. So 10.3 seconds to go here in this first quarter. 21-12, Laguna Creek leads. Tillery with 8, Young with 5. Meanwhile, on the other side, you've got Chavez with 6. And there's a travel. I know that'll give it right back to Laguna Creek. Oh, 5.3 seconds to go in this first quarter. Time for Laguna Creek to get off a shot. Trying to get the inbound to Tillery. They will. Tillery drives, pulls up, shoots. And that 3 a little to the right. After a quarter of play here in the CIF Sac-Joaquin Section Division II Championship game, it's Laguna Creek 21, Antelope 12. We'll be right back. You're watching the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Golden One Center. The CIF Sac-Joaquin Section Division II Championship game, and after one quarter, it's Laguna Creek 21, Antelope 12. Zoe Tillery a game high 8 points in that first quarter for Laguna Creek. Meanwhile, Jewel Chavez was 6 for Antelope. As the Titans start with the ball here in the second quarter and a travel. Both sides shot the ball very well in that first quarter. Antelope 5 of 11 from the floor, 2 of 5 from 3, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, Laguna Creek 8 of 13 from the floor, which includes 5 of 9 from beyond the arc, led by Zoe Tillery with a couple of those. Tillery drives off the window, is good. They know they can't leave Tillery open out wide. That's what she showed in that first quarter. She'll knock them down. So Tillery showed there a nice drive and touch off the window. She's the first in the double figures with 10. Pressure being applied, and now it kind of backs off, and the Titans will walk the ball up into the front court. And able to draw the foul, and a couple of free throws coming here for the Antelope. I believe that's Mary Carter that will head to the free throw line. And it is Carter to the line. Took that one pretty much from the backcourt, walked it all the way in, and then just kept attacking the basket. And she drew the foul, unable to knock down the first.
Gianna Darte back into the game, replacing number 20, Ivy Babcock for Antelope Titans. One shot remains.
One more shot to come here for Carter. And a nice looking stroke there as she knocks down the second. 23-13. Laguna Creek leading. Opening minute of the second quarter as Gilmer hands it off to Young. Actually, that's Young driving the basket, and all sorts of contact there. And that's going to be a couple free throws for Laguna Creek.
Personal foul.
As you know,
Titans number 5, Jewel Chavez. First personal, first team foul. Jaquela Gilmer.
and Gilmer will go to the line. Gilmer, 3 points. 2 rebounds, a block and a steal, and now 4 points as she knocks down the first free throw. Laguna Creek on the season averaging about 70 points per game. And coming out shooting the ball very well here so far as Gilmer knocks down both free throws. She now has 5, and the lead, the biggest of the night, 25-13. Driving and not able to get it to fall is Carter. Tillery brings it up. She will pull up from NBA range and nearly banks it in. Rebounded by Carter. Carter still with it. She drives and now kicks out to the right wing. Now back up top. And the drive there. And I think we're going to have a couple of free throws coming here for Antelope. So Samaya Dillard will go to the line. Dillard so far 2 points, 2 rebounds, and actually they won't. They'll say it was on the floor. So the Titans will inbound from underneath their own basket. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. NBA range 3. Gets the very friendly roll. Dillard knocks it down. As that ball kind of just hit the back rim and died and fell right in. Well, the friendly roll there, the three-pointer for Dillard. And now the turnover. Carter brings it up, closely guarded by Gilmer. Looking to drive left, now spins, right-handed shot, no good. But Carter draws the foul.
Personal foul, Laguna Creek, number 0, Jaquela Gilmer, first personal, 5 team fouls.
Fouls on Gilmer, her first, team's 5th. Only 1 team foul so far called on Antelope as Mary Carter back to the free throw line. and knocks down the first. Carter was 1 for 2 earlier, now 2 for 3 from the free throw line for her 2 points. To go with a rebound. Second free throw good as well. A couple of nice looking free throws there from Mary Carter. She now has 3, and so a little bit of a run here by Antelope has closed the gap to 25-18. Tillery over to Gilmer. Drive into the paint, spin around shot, and a friendly roll there. So Ray Young now with 7. Here's Carter bringing it up once again. Now, beautiful pass there. Carter, though, can't finish. Great pass. Unfortunately, Carter just a little bit too much underneath the basket, not able to finish. Cross-court pass into the corner. NBA range 3 is good. McMurray with her first points of the night.
The assist by number 2, Ray Young.
Oh, Laguna Creek, 6 of 11 now from beyond the arc. Several of those from behind the NBA arc. And Antelope answers right back with a big 3. Michelle Rice. She now has 5. And so often you see teams struggle playing in this big gym, but really not the case for these two sides. As the drive to the basket, shot no good, but the foul will send the Cardinals to the free throw line. Zoe Tillery to the line. Knocks down the first. We've seen her knock down several from beyond the arc. She now has 11 points to go with 1 rebound and 1 assist. The two sides have combined to go 10 for 18 from three-point range. And that second free throw a little long. Carter will bring it up. And she will drive, pulls up from just inside the free throw line, and a nice looking shot there. Her first field goal after knocking down a couple free throws. Carter now with 5. And the lead 31-23 for the Cardinals. Tillery double team, finds a wide open teammate. That shot a little short. Near turnover. But the ball is able to be chased down, and now no pressure as they walk it into the front court. Looking for Mary Carter.
The assist by number 33, Samaya Dillard.
Nice pass there from Dillard to Carter, who had good position near the basket. Turned and puts it in. She now has 7. Another wide open 3. That one no good from Fong. And nearly stolen. Carter didn't see that second defender coming. But fortunately for her, Young was able to keep it in play. Dillard nearly loses it. Ball finds its way to a red-clad teammate. That pass nearly stolen, able to be retrieved, but then eventually turned over. 2:49 to go here in this first half. Laguna Creek just a 6-point lead. Both sides shooting over 50% from the floor. Laguna Creek shooting 58%, Antelope shooting 53%, both 50% or better from beyond the arc as well. Running left-hander, no good. Rebounded by Carter, and then she's fouled. Or actually, no, she travels. So the turnover there will give it back. Young passes it into the corner. And that three a little short, but the ball's going to stay at this end.
Antelope, so Cardinals maintain possession.
I believe that was Dillard who's frustrated there as that ball kind of went right to her and she just couldn't hold on to it. So out of bounds, and possession will stay with Laguna Creek. 2:21 to go here in the first half. Pull up three is short, and tried to save it there, but not able to stay in bounds.
Number 4, Alicia Enriquez.
Enriquez back on for Laguna Creek.
Titans to inbound.
You can see a 2-3 zone here by Laguna Creek on defense. And a lob pass nearly for a bucket. Now a second chance. And a NBA range three. Carter keeps it alive, but now Laguna Creek tries to counter. And the ball stolen. And a bit of a chaotic last 10 seconds. And it ends up with a big block by Ray Young.
For Laguna Creek, number 12, Layla Barron checks back in. Out of bounds off the Cardinals, so Antelope Titans maintain possession.
1:37 to go in the second quarter. Titans with the basketball, down 6. Inbound goes to Carter. She will shoot the three and hits it.
From downtown, number 14, Mary Carter.
Mary Carter, first into double figures for Antelope. She now has 10, and it is a 3-point Antelope lead, or excuse me, Laguna Creek lead. And Antelope will have a chance to cut into that lead some more. So Laguna Creek had a pretty good lead earlier in this quarter, but Antelope has gone on a nice run to close the gap. It's now a one-possession game, and Antelope a chance with a three to tie things up as they're taking their time in the backcourt. And now into the front court to Carter. Dillard, as they're working around the perimeter, really trying to find Carter. She kind of was double teamed as she went near the paint. Now the drive, the left-handed layup, no good. Laguna Creek quickly pushing it the other way. And a nice job there to knock it away from behind. 45 seconds to go in this second quarter. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, no good. Second chance opportunity is good. Nearly an and one as that rimmed out. But free throws here for the Titans. And a chance to cut into this lead some more.
Eva Taylor, first person, 16 fouls at the line. Number 12, Michelle Rice, 2 shots.
Michelle Rice to the free throw line. Rice 5 points, 6 rebounds, and a little short there on the first free throw.
Now in the game for the Cardinals, number 11, Bailey Fawn.
So about an 8.7 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Second free throw, no good. Carter nearly was able to get the offensive rebound, not able to do so. As Laguna Creek quickly comes the other way. And the foul there, just the third team foul on Antelope here in this first half. So nowhere near a shooting situation.
First personal, third team foul. Cardinals will inbound.
Now 1.8 second difference between shot and game clock, so they can nearly hold for the last shot if they want. The drive, a little strong, rebounded by Carter. Quickly the other way, the long outlet pass. Unfortunately, it's a little too long.
Out of bounds off of the Titans. Cardinals will inbound.
So Antelope had a great chance there on the break. Just a little too hard of a pass. Otherwise, it would have been an easy, uncontested layup. And Laguna Creek Looking like they want to make sure that this possession is the last shot of the half. As Tillery walks it up, she will get the screen. She will now drive to the left, throws it up, and she is fouled. Let's see if that was on the floor or while in the act of shooting. And they're going to say it was on the floor. So just the fourth team foul. 3.5 seconds for Laguna Creek to try to get off a shot on this inbound. Right there, and then back to the inbounder. The corner three is no good, and that'll do it for the first half of play. But a very well-played first half. Both sides shooting the ball very well. And at halftime here in the Sac Joaquin Section Girls Division II Championship, it's Laguna Creek 31, Antelope 28. We'll take a break. You're watching the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Golden One Center as we get set for the third quarter between Laguna Creek and Antelope as we get ready to start the second half. It's 31-28, Laguna Creek in front. Laguna Creek in that first half led by the 11 points from Zoe Tillery. Meanwhile, on the other side was Mary Carter leading the way with 10 as both sides shooting over 40% from the floor and from long range as that first shot no good. And a battle for the rebound, and that foul, I believe, is going to be called on Laguna Creek.
Personal foul, Laguna Creek, number 2.
And it is.
Young, third personal, first team.
Foul called there on Array Young. Her third. Young had 7 points in that first half and picks up an early third foul. So definitely somebody Laguna Creek's going to hope avoids her fourth foul for a while. Nice job there to break the pressure in the backcourt. Now the right corner three is no good. Rebounded by Fong. Young drives, kicks it into the corner. That three a little short. Long rebound grabbed by Dillard. Antelope with the ball in the red, going left to right here in the second half. Great pass down low, and that one somehow doesn't fall from Carter. But a good look, just couldn't get it, the finish. And an acrobatic shot there by McMurray. She now has 5, and she knocked down a long 3 in that first half, and the field goal there to give her 5. 3-on-2, kick into the corner, and the block there by Tillery.
Out of bounds off of Laguna Creek, so Antelope maintains possession.
Pass to Carter, can't hit the baseline jumper. We'll see what they're going to call. They're just going to call out of bounds. And the ball will go to Antelope. Both sides shot so well in that first half. A little bit of a cold start to the second half. Good luck, just rims out. And now Tillery will bring it up for Laguna Creek. Tillery past the defender, drives, throws up a right-handed floater. Front rim, no good. A battle for the rebound. And the ball was kicked by a Titan. And so the ball will stay down here with Laguna Creek.
The ball was called out of bounds. So Laguna Creek Cardinals will maintain possession.
Looking for somebody to get the inbound to, and dangerous inbound actually works out pretty well. A corner three, no good, short. Quickly the other way comes Antelope. A great pass there, a layup, good. Samaya Dillard now with 7. And it's a 3-point Laguna Creek lead. The drive, the kick, and those looks that they were hitting in the first half, they aren't hitting here. But a nice job by Zoe Tillery to get the rebound. And before she went up, she was fouled. So the foul on the floor. So a couple substitutions here. McMurray gives it up to Enriquez. Enriquez kicks it into the corner. Running right-hander in and out. Rebounded by Carter, who's battling with the double team to try to get rid of the ball. Finally, she chases it down and now attacks the basket. Left-handed layup off the window, no good. And I think it's going to stay down here. And no, they'll say last touch by Antelope. Although I think head coach Sean Chambers saw the same thing I did. It sure looked like it was last touched by Laguna Creek, but the opinion that matters, the referee gives the ball to Laguna Creek. As Tillery walks it up. McMurray will back it out. And she will take the long three. That one barely grazes the front rim. Last touch, Laguna Creek. And a turnover on the inbounds as that one went right to a gentleman in the front row. So that's a well-played first half. These first 3 minutes of the second half, not quite at that same level. But a 3-point lead right now for Laguna Creek. 4:49 to go here in the third quarter. Beautiful inbounds pass and the bucket. Array Young. Enriquez with the assist on the inbound as Carter, once again, facing a double team in the backcourt, gives it up, and now the ball finds its way back to Carter. Carter, nice cross-court pass, a wide open look for three, a little long. Offensive rebound, put back no good. Another offensive rebound, and I think this one will earn the Titans a trip to the free throw line. So Michelle Rice to the free throw line. Rice 5 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and a nice looking free throw there for her 6th point. Antelope now 5 of 9. Actually, no, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Now 5 of 9. So Rice knocks down a pair, and back to a 3-point lead for Laguna Creek. Tillery, and a good look. Front rim, the long rebound chased down by McMurray. Tillery back with it, looking to try to feed the post. Now we'll back it out. Still plenty of time, 20 on the shot clock. Tillery looking to get the screen. Now we'll drive to her left. A wild right-handed throw up towards the basket. And that's going to earn Tillery a trip to the free throw line. So back to the line goes Tillery. Tillery 11 points, 3 rebounds, assist, a block, and a steal. Knocked down a couple threes in that first half, and gets the friendly roll there on that first free throw. Tillery averaging around 19 points per game, already 12 here tonight as she front rims that second free throw. So 1 for 2 there for Tillery, the lead to 4. Nice feed into the post, off the window and in. Mary Carter with her first bucket of the second half. Carter now with 12 to go with her 5 boards, and it's a 2-point game with 3:33 to go here in the third. Tillery will back it out. Now a pass to the left wing, a good look for 3, and it's knocked down. McMurray. She now has 8. The assist there from Tillery. Titans will look to answer from the corner 3. No good. Rebound knocked around and eventually grabbed by the Titans. And then I think they're going to call a reach-in foul on Enriquez, who nearly tied up the ball and got a jump ball instead. The foul. So it was Enriquez, her second, team's third. Been a pretty clean played game as far as the fouls. Cross-court pass here. Now driving to the basket, right-handed layup. No good, but a foul will get Antelope to the free throw line.
first personal, 4 team fouls.
Foul there on McMurray.
At the line with 2 shots.
That'll send Ivy Babcock to the free throw line. She has 2 points, 5 assists, and able to knock down the first free throw. Antelope now 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Now 8 of 11. So Babcock splits the pair of free throws. McMurray drives, spins, left-handed layup, no good. And they're going to call McMurray for the travel. .242 to go here in the third. 39-35. Laguna Creek leads Antelope. Antelope with the basketball. They've been led by Mary Carter, who has 12. Tillery has led the way for Laguna Creek, also with 12. Long three is short. Offensive rebound put back by Carter, no good. Another chance, no good. Carter again, no good. But she will head to the free throw line, so multiple chances on this trip down the floor for the Titans. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but Mary Carter will head to the free throw line. A foul called on Enriquez, her third. Carter's first free throw, good. She now has 13 to go with her 7 rebounds.
Now into the game, number 0, Gilmer for Cia Enriquez. 1 shot.
So Enriquez now will sit with those 3 fouls. Nobody really in too bad of foul trouble. A couple players with 3. Young on the court has 3 as Carter makes both. And a timeout called. We'll take the timeout as well. 2:21 to go here in the third. Laguna Creek 39, Antelope 37. You're watching the Sac Joaquin Section Division II Championship on the NFHS Network. .221 to go in the third quarter. It's Laguna Creek 39, Antelope 37. A well-played game so far. Both teams outstanding shooting in the first half. They've cooled off a little bit here in the second half, but it certainly feels like this one's going to come down to the wire. Out of the timeout, the jumper there, not able to fall. Ball batted around, rebounded by the Titans. Carter will bring it up. Met in the backcourt. She'll back it out, and now she'll set up in the backcourt. Tries to drive past Tillery, and you've got some red-clad fans happy, other red fans not happy. And Mary Carter will go back to the free throw line. She'll have a chance to tie this game up, and also something to keep an eye on. That is the 6th team foul on Laguna Creek. So Antelope will be shooting free throws the rest of the way as Carter knocks it down. She has a game-high 15 to go with those 7 rebounds. And a chance here from the line to try to tie things up. And she does. 2 perfect free throws there from Carter. And we are tied at 39 with just under 2 minutes to go in the third. And then a touch foul near midcourt called on Antelope.
Personal foul, Titans number 12, Michelle Rice. First personal, 13 foul.
Michelle Rice draws the foul, her first, team's third.
Number 5, Jules Chavez. Cardinals inbound.
Nice inbound pass there. Steps in, long 2, knocks it down.
2 points, number 12, Layla Barron.
Layla Barron now with 5. And she did a nice job. Had a wide open 3 and elected to move up a little closer, and a nice long range 2. The drive there, no good. Offensive rebound once again. The Titans have done a nice job in this third quarter getting some second chance opportunities And there's a bump foul right in front of the Antelope bench, and that's going to be free throws for the Titans. 17th foul. So 1-1 now for Antelope. Yes. Jules Chavez will go to the free throw line. And she knocks down the front end. So Chavez now with 7. And another free throw here to chance to tie it back up. And she does. Nice looking free throws there from Chavez. And we are tied at 41 with 1:22 to go in the third quarter. McMurray gives it up. And that's a nice pass and a nice finish. Ray Young now in the double figures. She now has 11. Puts Laguna Creek back up by a bucket. A minute to go. And another silly foul near midcourt. And that's free throws for Antelope. Foul called on Tillery. And the 18th foul will send Antelope to the free throw line. Ivy Babcock to the line. She has 3 points, 5 assists. Front end, no good. And I think we're going to have a lane violation. And that's weird. A double lane violation. That's one I haven't seen before. And so on the double lane violation, it counted as a jump ball. Possession arrow gave it to Antelope. They turned it over. And now nearly turned back over. Ball, though, last touch by the Titans. Ball will stay with the Cardinals. 49.8 seconds to go here in this third quarter. A 2-point lead for Laguna Creek. Inbound goes to Tillery. She's led the way with 12 for the Cardinals. Into the corner, now into the post. Kicked back out, the drive. The right-handed layup off the window and in. So Leah Barron now with 7. And last touch there by the Cardinals. Ball will stay with the Titans, who can hold for the last shot. The shot clock is off, 27.8 on the game clock, as they will get the inbound to Mary Carter. And we'll see if she kind of holds it in the backcourt, trying to waste some time before going to the front court. Double team comes. She gets it up. Now a 4-on-3, a long 3 here. Off the front rim. Battle for the rebound. And now Laguna Creek a chance, 2-on-1. And a nice job to come back on defense and knock that away. Ball's going to stay with Laguna Creek. And a timeout called. We'll take it as well. 7.9 seconds to go here in the third. Laguna Creek 45, Antelope 41. This is the South Walking Section Division II Championship on the NFHS Network. .9 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's Laguna Creek 45, Antelope 41, the Sac Walking Section Division II Championship. And this has been a good one, back and forth, as Cardinals will inbound from underneath their own basket. Up by 4, looking to add to their lead. Trouble getting it inbounds. They finally do, into the corner. It's Tillery. Tillery will give it up. Clock down to 1. A wild shot there, batted around, and that'll do it for the third quarter. And the PA announcer accidentally said that's the end of the game. That's not the end of the game. That's the end of the third quarter. After 3, Laguna Creek 45, Antelope 41. We'll take the break. This is the Sac-Joaquin Section Division II Championship on the NFHS Network.
Division II Championship.
8 minutes left in regulation to decide a Division II champion here in the Sac-Joaquin section. Laguna Creek 45, Antelope 41. As we get ready to get going, our next to last game of a busy day here from the Golden One Center, the Division II boys game to come later tonight between Grant and Granite Bay. Jumper there from just past the free throw line, no good. Battle for the rebound. Everybody's on the floor. Going to be a jump ball. Ball will go to Antelope. Knew that one because Laguna Creek had started with the ball to start the quarter. So the arrow in favor of the Titans. As mentioned, team fouls right now. 8 against Laguna Creek, just 3 on Antelope. So fouls will send Antelope to the free throw line. Carter has it knocked away. She's able to chase it down, now facing a double team. And last touch there by Young. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. 13 on the shot clock. 7:33 in the game. Down low to Carter. Great position. And Mary Carter now with 18 points. Couldn't have asked for a better spot for her to catch the ball. And right back the other way comes Young, and she draws the foul, and she will head to the free throw line.
Personal foul, Titans number 14. That's Mary Carter picked up her first personal, 4th team. Array Young at the line, 2 shots.
So the foul there on Carter. And indeed, Array Young to the line. As can't get that one to fall. Young, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. And the second free throw attempt here is good.
Second shot was good for Array Young.
So Young now with 12. The Laguna Creek lead up to 3. Great turnout here for this one. All the fans from both sides wearing a lot of red. Shot clock down to 9. Carter with it, gives it up. Running right-handed floater off the window, no good. A battle for the rebound. And I think they're going to call a foul on Antelope, and they will. Had 3 Titans there trying to grab the ball and tie her up and force the jump ball. Instead, the foul called on Antelope. Their 5th team foul. So still a couple fouls away from Laguna Creek shooting free throws. Young kicks it out. 3 there from McMurray, no good. Rebounded by Antelope, but her foot was out of bounds. Enriquez back on for Laguna Creek. She sat for a while after picking up her 3rd foul. Nobody on either side more than 3 fouls. Left-handed layup, no good. Last touch by Laguna Creek. Ball to Antelope. Full court press being applied here by Laguna Creek, and they're able to break it. Now Carter will drive towards the basket. And last touch there by the Cardinals, so the Titans will maintain possession underneath their basket. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 6:17 to go in the fourth. Carter to inbound. And now Carter looks to post up, try to get it right back. But she was kind of double teamed to prevent that pass from getting to her in the post. Shot clock down to 6. Antelope needs to go. Driving baseline. Attempted reverse is blocked. Offensive rebound. And that's going to be a shot clock violation as the running floater there comes after the shot clock expired. So some good defense there by Laguna Creek. Forces the turnover. And they'll have the ball and the three-point lead as the inbounds goes to Tillery. Tillery and Young have led the way with 12 points each for Laguna Creek. That free throw line jumper no good. Rebounded by Dillard. Dillard still with it. And now Dillard looks like she was going to try to drive baseline. Now gets in a little bit of trouble. Looks over at her bench asking for head coach Sean Chambers to call a timeout. He does. We'll take the timeout as well. Don't go anywhere. 5:35 to go in the fourth. It's Laguna Creek 46, Antelope 43. You're watching the South Walking Section Division II Championship on the NFHS Network. .535 to go in the fourth quarter. It is a one-possession game as Laguna Creek leads 46-43. Antelope trails but has possession. After this one, our final game of the night will be Granite Bay versus Grant. Should be a good one. You can see the bands for that one already here. Grant, always a fun atmosphere when they're playing. And right now, coming down to a fun finish here in this Division II girls game. We've had some not so close games. The last game was pretty close until some fouls at the end, but right now this one looking like it might be the closest game of the day so far. Long three here, little long. And that's a great pass. Had to kick it back out now. Works it around the perimeter. The drive, the attack, the left-handed layup is no good. A nice scrambling defense there by Antelope to make it difficult on Laguna Creek. Long jumper there. Rattles in and out. Battle for the rebound. Who else? Carter. She throws it up. A lot of contact. No whistle. And the rebound grabbed by the Cardinals. Dillard had a good look. Carter had a chance on the putback. Neither shot able to go. Here's Enriquez dribbling out on the perimeter. Now we'll give it up to Young. And a great pass there to Tillery. And she can't finish the right-handed layup. Rebounded by Carter. Carter will bring it up, facing a double team in that corner, and she ends up losing it to a third defender. Carter trying to do perhaps a little bit too much there. Enriquez kicks it into the corner. And now a long three here. Front rim, no good. Rebounded by Tillery. A tie-up. And they're actually going to call a foul. So they called the foul there on Dillard. So that's her second, team sixth. So both sides now are in the bonus. Both sides will be shooting 1-1 on a non-shooting foul. Inbound goes to Tillery. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Kicked into the corner. Enriquez for three. So Enriquez now with 5, a big bucket there. Makes it a 6-point lead for Laguna Creek, the biggest lead in a while for either side. Carter looks to respond and not able to do so. The air ball, perhaps trying to do a little bit too much there. Carter's been great down low. Tried to shoot the three there to cut the lead in half. Instead, Laguna Creek up 6 with the basketball. The drive, the kick, into the corner for three. And that would have been a big three had that gone. Rebounded by Carter. And they're going to call the offensive foul there on Carter. Big whistle, because if that would have been on Laguna Creek, Carter would have gone to the other end and shot free throws. Instead, the turnover, her second. And a timeout called. We'll take the timeout as well. 3:15 to go. Laguna Creek 49, Antelope 43. This is the South Joaquin Section Division II Championship game on the NFHS Network. $3:15 to go. It's Laguna Creek 49, Antelope 43, the South Joaquin Section Division II Championship game, live on the NFHS Network. Glad you could join us for this one, and for any others that you may have joined us all day long. Still one more to come after this. Granite Bay versus Grant for the D2 boys title. The D2 girls title still to be decided here in this final 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Laguna Creek with the ball and a 6-point lead. Enriquez with it. She drives. She just hit a big three recently. Pull up from the free throw line, no good. Tillery able to grab the ball. Now Enriquez, the corner three. It's good! Enriquez with 2 huge threes in these last couple minutes. And the biggest lead for Laguna Creek in a very long time, if not all game. 52-43. And a near steal. And it's going to stay with Antelope. 2:37 to go. 15 on the shot clock. Antelope needs a bucket, and they need a couple stops. Oh, a couple of threes by Enriquez have been huge here in these last couple minutes. Running layup, no good. And who's there for the rebound? Enriquez. Oh, Enriquez, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Those aren't going to be anything you go, wow, big numbers, but some big threes here down the stretch. The rebound there. Enriquez, another corner three. And a little bit of a heat check there, a little bit short on the NBA range three-pointer. Antelope looking to push the pace. A long three here. Not able to get it to fall. Loose ball. Nice job chasing it down, and now I think we're going to have a foul called. No. Now it looks like a jump ball. Or maybe not. We'll wait for the announcement. Actually, no. He was signaling 1-1, not a jump. So free throws here for Antelope. It's the 9th foul, so 1-1, and got to get these free throws if you're Antelope. Down 9, 1:49 to go. And it's Michelle Rice to the free throw line for a 1-1. And for the free throw, they're going to allow the substitution. So 1-1 for Rice. Nice looking free throw there under some pressure as Rice knocks down the first. She now has 8 points to go with 12 rebounds. Second free throw also good. So 2 big free throws there for Rice. And now important possession here. Titans need a stop. If you're Laguna Creek, you're happy with working off the clock. A good look there, and it's Enriquez once again, this time with the layup. So this last couple minutes have been Enriquez being the difference, as right now Laguna Creek, a 9-point lead. Offensive rebound chase down, a double team in the corner, and the pass back is stolen. All alone to the hoop, it's Young. Ray Young, and that might be it. The lead has quickly gone from a one-possession game to an 11-point lead for Laguna Creek. Into the corner, Carter drives, puts it up off the window, no good. She is fouled. She will head to the free throw line.
Personal foul, Cardinals, number 4, Cia Enriquez, 4th personal, 10 team fouls.
So Carter to the free throw line. Carter a double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds. And 2 free throws here. Right now, Antelope has 7 team fouls, so the next 2 fouls will be 1-1. So you're going to need to probably start fouling and hope Laguna Creek will miss some front ends and give the Titans a chance to try to claw their way back into this one as Carter knocks down the first. She now has 19 and a chance here if she can knock this down for 20. And she does. And a timeout called by Antelope. We'll take the timeout as well. 56-47, Laguna Creek leads. This is the Sac-Joaquin Section Division II Championship on the NFHS Network. .9 seconds remains here in the fourth quarter. Laguna Creek with the 56-47 lead. A reminder, when this game comes to an end, we'll take a very short break and come right back to show you the awards ceremony. Both sides will get a sportsmanship award and then the runner-up and championship awards for the 2 sides. Inbounded into the corner, and there's the foul quickly in the backcourt. So Young will head to the free throw line. Laguna Creek, 5 of 8 from the free throw line here tonight. And a 1-1 here. So for Ray Young, who has 14 points to lead the way, and what a friendly roll there. So she gets the roll, knocking down the front end, and the lead back to 10. And knocks down the second as well. And a turnover on the inbound. We'll give it right back to Laguna Creek. Oh, just like the game before this, the final score is going to make it look like it wasn't that close, but in the final minutes kind of gotten away from Antelope. Inbound goes to Tillery. We'll see if they foul her. It looks like they were trying to, and now finally the foul called on Carter, which will be her third. Team's ninth. Back to the free throw line goes Ray Young, another 1-and-1. She just knocked out both. This time, not able to get the friendly roll. And the tie-up. And the possession arrow will keep it with Laguna Creek.
On possession, checking in now for the Titans, number 3, Gianna Darte. Replacing number 12, Michelle White.
So they get the miss, and the tie-up will keep it with Laguna Creek. And now they're asked to get the shot clock set back to 30. And we'll see if Antelope fouls or if they're going to just let the clock run out. Is some tough defense there at midcourt by Carter, and she's going to be called for the foul on Tillery. So that'll be Carter's fourth. And they're in the double bonus. So to the line will go Zoe Tillery, a chance for a couple free throws to add to her 12.4 rebound night. Tillery started off on fire in that first quarter. Really, everybody was shooting so well in that first half. Two sides kind of cooled off, and really Enriquez kind of was the difference here for Laguna Creek. A couple minute stretch, knocked down a couple of three-pointers, a big rebound or two as well. And Laguna Creek looking like they're going to hold off Antelope here as Tillery knocks down both. She now has 14. Shot clock is off. We're under 30 seconds to go. Laguna Creek still applying some pressure in the backcourt. They're able to break it. A 3-on-2 kicked into the left side. The drive. And one. Count it, and the foul. Samaya Dillard with the bucket. She now has 9. And I'm sure Laguna Creek's coach, Cody Norman's over there saying, don't foul. Dillard to the line, a chance here. If she can make this free throw for a three-point play, it would also give her a double-double. 9 points, 11 rebounds, and the free throw no good. Ball batted around, and that's actually going to stay down here with Antelope.
Returning to the game, number 12, Michelle Rice.
Although with an 11-point lead and 17.7 seconds, a lot would have to go wrong for Laguna Creek to somehow lose this one. They're having trouble getting the ball inbounded and nearly turned over. Dillard drives, tries to get off the shot, now throws it up, no good. Ball batted around, grabbed by Enriquez, and Enriquez is fouled. And she'll have a chance to go shoot a couple free throws, and the celebration really has begun now for Laguna Creek as their fans have rise to their feet as they're a few seconds away from celebrating a Division II championship. So Enriquez, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 big three-pointers here in this fourth quarter as she misses the first free throw. Again, at the conclusion, we'll take a very short break, come back with the awards ceremony to wrap up this Division II championship game. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Antelope, and that will do it. Carter from half court at the buzzer. And Laguna Creek, your CIF Sac Walking Section Division II champions, as the Cardinals with the 60-49 win here this evening over Antelope. Again, we'll take a short break and be right back. You're watching the Division II championship game on the NFHS network. Welcome back to the Golden One Center in Sacramento as we get ready to see who is given the sportsmanship awards for both teams and then the runner-up in championship awards as well. We'll listen in as Laguna Creek again with the 60-49 win over Antelope. And game that was a 1 or 2 possession game for most of the game for Laguna Creek, kind of pulling away at the end.
Before we present the individual and team awards, we have a very special presentation of the CIF Pursuing Victory with Honor Award.
The Pursuing Victory with Honor Award. They'll give one to players on both sides. Often today, that's gone kind of to the best player on both teams in this game, but not always.
From tonight's game, first from Antelope, number 5, Jules Chavez.
And for Antelope, it's going to be Jules Chavez. Chavez.
And from Laguna Creek, number 14, Olivier McMurray.
And McMurray for Laguna Creek will get the sportsmanship awards. And now the individual and team awards for the runners-up, the Antelope Titans. Well, again, they knocked off the number 1 seed Vista Del Lago to get here to the championship game, and they were right there late in this game, but just went cold at a bad time. A couple big threes on the other side, the difference. And for the game, shot 27.5%, 26% from 3, 72% from the line, but they're around 40-50% at the half. Cooled off significantly in that second half.
Number 11, Tiana Spain. With 9 points, number 12, Michelle Rice.
There's Michelle Rice, had 9 points, 14 rebounds.
Number 40, Angelina Thomas. With a double-double, team high, game high, 20 points and 10 rebounds. Number 14, Mary Carter.
And there's Mary Carter, a double-double for her, 20 points, 10 rebounds.
20 with 3 points, Ivy Babcock. Number 22, Jasmine Hearn. Number 33 with 9 points, Kamaya Diller. And number 24, Danya Fadil. And now the presentation of the runner-up coach award to head coach Sean Chambers from the Antelope Titans.
And now Sean Chambers will go get the runner-up plaque. He also had a couple players come up with him.
Along with the team captains.
Yes.
Congratulations to the Antelope Titans.
Again, both these sides will